Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the third game and the final of the CYT Open. We have in the top right position the blue protest player, it's disel. And in the bottom we got the red town player, it's flower.
That's better. It's a nice speed as well, so we're all good for this game after a failed attempt number 1. So sorry about that, even though we really couldn't help it because we're not the ones hosting. But so, alright, it's 1-1 in this position. It is the final series here of tonight of this CYT Open tournament. So what are both players going to do? Flower immediately going for this map, Entombed. So what do you think about this map, OD?
Well, I know it as the anti-Zerg map.
But, well, since disel isn't Zerg, that shouldn't worry him too much then.
Yeah, so it's... I don't know, it's... well, there is an interesting location in this map, in my opinion, for the town player. Because if you open like... you know, with a racks or 2 racks or whatsoever or whatever you want, send your marines to the middle of the map, because there's the Zelnaga watchtower and you can put all your marines in the middle. As soon as a unit walks from your opponent walks to it, the marines will shoot it down, and the unit hasn't seen how many marines are hiding in the grass. So that's a you know, you can get a little advantage with the ranged units the Terran race has on this map. That's the only trick I actually know on this map.
Yeah, of course, it's not necessarily about tricks, but the matchup, it's very easy to take a second base on this map. A bit harder to take a third, but we sometimes see the Zerg players really turtling quite hard. Protoss players, I mean, turtling quite hard to get that third base. But against Terran, actually, the matchup is it's quite dynamic. It's quite nice, and it's not like with the you know PvZ play where you get just you know the forge expand and Zergs think, oh, like I can get 3 bases up. And you see you know both players doing basically nothing for 10 minutes. No, not in PvT. That's very helpful for us as casters, I might add.
And oh wow, Warp Gate is going to be chrono boosted, so disel will be aggressive, I guess. Yes, you will.
He's getting it down a bit early, but I still wouldn't be surprised if he just threw down a Nexus. But
yeah, well, what is he going to do with the probe in the base of power, a flower? No, he's getting shot. That's bad.
That's usually not what you want to do with a probe in the base of your opponent, but it's often what happens to a probe in the base of your opponent, to be honest. But a lot of minerals in the bank, but no. He's not going for an expansion. There goes. You were right, OG. The single chrono boost here told you this entire story. There goes another one. So a 4-gate. It's been a long time since we've seen that. I'm quite excited.
I believe the last time we saw it, we saw Matt doing it from our own clan.
Wait a second. He really needs to stop this SCV from scouting the natural, and he does scout.
Oh, this is quite a big deal for Flower, but man, this guy, you know,
his scouting is absolutely spot on. Very nice. I think it was a mistake from disel to keep those stalkers all the way on his own ramp to the main. And,
okay, so
and he actually cancelled a warp gate and.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, he mind tricked himself a bit there, in the sense that. He now thinks that he must stop this this aggressive play, but of course he didn't chrono boost out that many probes. He's still he's equal with his opponent, but
actually he only used 3 chrono boost, 1 on the gateway, 2 on the cybernetics core, so he could build 3 more probes. Because
I mean, you're right. I mean, the difference isn't enormous. The problem is with these kinds of things, and especially in the hands of a master player like Flower, it's that his own orbital command, his second, is already up and is pumping out SCVs as fast as possible.
Yes.
So the fact that you know that the Protoss is just now equal in pro count. At the time this Nexus is done, it will not be an equal amount anymore.
And look at this, he's upgrading illusion, so he's having some plans.
I actually like that quite a bit. I'm pretty sure we'll remember how Stefano got tricked.
Yes.
Out of what could have been a clear win. You know, the hallucinated Colossi, and Stefano responded by building a lot of Corruptors, which were just sitting paperweights, sitting ducks for his army. And actually, what player did that? I can't remember right now.
It was, I believe it was Hero.
Yeah, I think you're quite right. It was Hero.
So my GSL, oh no, it was not a GSL
No, it's not
ticket.
GSL.
What I needed, I just wanted to say my GSL ticket is going to pay off afterwards anyway, but no, it's not. No, but the first game on Homestar Cup, it was Stefano versus Feast, the Belgium guy, and he lost again.
Also with hallucination, or?
No, but versus the Protoss player, and Feast was thinking about using hallucination, but he cancelled it. But I'm not paying attention, and I'm not sure if Disel cancelled it or he didn't. No, he has got the upgrade hallucination, and he's hiding his sentries. The sentries are more in the back, but we see, yes, hallucination is upgraded.
Well, I don't know, but he does have a robotics bay down, and he's supply block right now, which is not the best way to get a Colossus out.
Yeah, but he could
adding more
build.
gas. Yeah, he could cancel it, and then no, he goes for the range upgrade. So.
Okay, so he's not going to trick him with. Probably he's not going to trick him with Colossi. Maybe
So-
he could do it with something else.
Yeah, I am kind of curious. Oh, nice pick off there on the observer. But I am kind of curious what he wants to trick his opponent with, because usually you see the Colossus, you know, it's just a big clumpy unit. He could try something else, but you know, really the point is, of course, you know, that your opponent will want to target the unit that is actually an hallucination, because that actually gives you more shots. If the opponent doesn't care about the unit that you just hallucinated, it doesn't make much sense.
Yes.
So either he wants to make him believe that he has like an enormous amount of Colossi, or you know, that he doesn't know which Colossus to target. That could be the case, but I'm not.
Yeah,
not
but
really
maybe
convinced
he's
yet.
going to use he's going to build just one or maybe two Colossi and the rest hallucination. So Flower will be really like scared off and build a shitload of Vikings.
In
Oh, that's
metric
also
done.
fun,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be could be nice. Will he get a cancel?
Nope. Hasn't got time for it, and his APM is only average of 160. That's how fast he is.
Yeah, both players actually well above 100, 140 APM for Flower there. And will we see a timing push again? This is all meant to capture the third, but there's one Colossus out already, and this ramp is very nicely defended.
Yes, Flower is not able to engage right there.
Meanwhile, adding in a lot of extra barracks and the add-ons as well, getting mostly tech labs and a single reactor there. I like that
Yeah.
quite a bit. It will be a Ghost, Marauder, Army, Marines, Vikings, Medivacs. I mean, the usual stuff the Terrans get, of course.
Yes, and we see a Dark Shrine for Disel.
Maybe you can hallucinate Dark Templar now. Just kidding. Hallucinate invisible units. That would really be amazing.
Ever, you know, hallucinating Dark Templars, going to the mineral line, and not getting the warning or your SCVs are under attack because the hallucination
Don't do any damage, yeah.
damage. So.
But maybe you want to really be conspicuous with having them walk straight past an army or something like that. Having them spend a scan, but I don't even know if you can
No, you can't hallucinate DTs.
But
you can.
Stim in, and the army of Disel is way out of position, and the Colossus do move back, but the Vikings are in a nice position here to get all of them, and a nice Guardian Shield here, but is it enough? Because the bio army of Disel remains very, very strong, and actually the Vikings are, well, one was landing, but it was not the best idea, but the army of Disel is looking very, very small, and his supplies dropping fast. GG.
GG. Well, I'm just wondering why the hallucination upgrade was for, but
yeah, it was.
Unfortunately,
it would have been very, very nice. I'm pretty sure, but he didn't get to use it. So 2-1 for Flower, and we'll move right up into the next game.